Some people want long shooting heads. Some people want short shooting heads. And I would like to quote a very famous fly caster called Jørgen Andersen and say, well, if you have a short shooting head, you can cast anywhere. But if you have a long shooting head, you can't cast anywhere. There is the truth behind his words. I generally like shorter shooting heads because they're easy to cast and you can fish in almost any conditions. There are conditions though where you need longer shooting heads, and that is if you really want to cast long distances, because the long shooting head can roll longer. So if you really want to go for distance casting, you need longer shooting heads. They can be all from 13 to 20 meters of length. You have to have a really good technique to cast these fly lines. I am a strong believer in the short shooting heads. As I said, it gives me the possibility to fish many places, whereas longer shooting heads can cause problems. Now, I've fitted this rod with a fairly long shooting head, and when I'm trying to angle across the water, I put the line in behind me, and as you can see, I get caught up on the riverbank. I actually caught the roots here just next to me. So the longer shooting heads, they make it more difficult for me to make steep angles. That, for instance, if I want to go straight across, the line comes in behind me and it's very close to the vegetation here, and that eliminates power in the cast. There's one thing you can do though if you're fishing with long shooting heads and you want to still have a good angle, and that is to bring the line up next to you, then cast from there, angle out, twisting your body a bit. That is one possibility of casting with a longer shooting head. You place it there and then you twist your body just a bit and bring it across. Bring the line up to your side, twist your body and cast forward. There is a better solution, and that is to use a short shooting head. Let me show you what that looks like. I've now changed to a shorter rod with a 6.5 meter long shooting head. When I want to angle this line, it's much easier. I could put it in behind me and I don't get caught up in the vegetation as easy. Let me show you again. I can do really, really steep angles and I'm far away from the vegetation. So the short shooting head makes it easy for me to fish places like this because I'm not restricted in how to angle. So I can use many different strategies when I'm fishing. Let me show you. For instance, like I did before with the long shooting head, I placed it here and then I twisted my body to get it out. When I do this, I will get a very fast presentation on the fly. But if I really want to get it down deep a bit, let it sink, it's difficult to do it like that. But if I do a good angle, put the rod out, I now have plenty of time to get the fly down and control the drift of the fly. So the shorter shooting heads makes it possible for me to use many different tactics, not just one.